What's up guys, it's Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com. Now today, in this video, I'm going to be taking you through a lower chest workout. So all of these exercises, we're going to be focusing on the lower chest. First exercise that I did was decline chest press or decline bench press. I did 4 sets and 12 to 20 reps. So each set I progressed up in weight, and as I progressed up in weight, the reps decreased. So like I just said, this whole workout is focusing on the lower chest. So we'll be doing a lot of decline work to really try build the lower area of the chest. In a few days time, I will be releasing upper chest workout. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you click the subscribe button now, because that video will be posted in a few days time. Now, one of my favorite exercises for building the lower chest is some form of decline push, whether it be a decline barbell press or a decline dumbbell press. When you're on a decline bench and your body's facing downwards, because of the angle that you're on, you're pushing more with the lower pectoral muscle, and the upper pectoral muscle is being used as a secondary. Also, the bar and where you grip it is very important. If you grip it too wide, then your shoulders, your front deltoids take over somewhat of the lift. So, and if your hand placement is too close, then your triceps end up taking over most of this exercise. So it's really important to use a somewhat medium grip where they're not too wide and not too close. Play around with where you grip the bar and see what feels best for you, and see where you can feel the most chest activation. So as you see here, I'm progressing up in weight on every set. It's a great way to overload the muscle, and as you all know, progressive overload is what leads to muscle growth. I always drink a lot of water during my workouts. Water is so important, especially if you're training hard on a daily basis. Now, that's a 4-litre water jug that I just drank from there, and I try to get through around 2 of them per day, so a total of 8 litres of water. Now, the more water that you drink, it actually helps your body flush out water. So it probably sounds like the more you drink, the more water you're going to hold, but that is not the case. The more you drink, the more your body realizes how much water you're consuming, and your body just goes into, a flushing phase, and you start flushing out all the excess water, so you feel leaner and you hold actually less excess water on your body. So I always aim to try to drink around 8 litres per day. Right now, I'm just doing some static stretching. Stretching is very important for the muscle and the muscle growth. So when I do my static stretches, I like to hold it for about 15, maybe 30 seconds, and just allow for that blood flow to get into the muscle. The more blood flow that gets into the muscle, the more nutrients can be delivered to that muscle, which helps with muscle growth. Now, in regards to stretching, for performance-wise, if you're going to stretch before your workout, you want to do dynamic stretching. So what dynamic stretching is, it's basically stretching to the maximum stretch point of the range of motion, but not holding that. So it's just doing fast movements, going back and forward, maybe about 20 reps of a dynamic stretch for the chest, and that's been proven to be the most effective performance-wise. Now, static stretching pre-workout before you train has actually been shown to decrease your performance. So I never advise doing static stretching before you train. Always do dynamic stretching before you train, and leave the static stretching for intra-workout, which is during your workout or post-workout. and that's just to allow the extra blood flow to get into the muscle. Static stretching post-workout is actually very good for recovery as well. Good for recovery, good for muscle soreness. Alright, so the second exercise now for this chest workout to target the lower chest, we're doing pec deck flies. Now for pec deck flies, if I'm trying to work my upper chest, then I'd want to have the seat as low as I can. However, because this workout I'm really focusing on my lower chest, not the upper, what I want to do is have the seat as high as possible. So I want my hands to be below my shoulder. What this does, it allows me to use more of my lower chest when performing this exercise instead of the upper chest. So the seat placement is very important for the area of the chest that you want to be working. But again, what you have to remember, guys, is no matter what chest exercise you do, whether it be a pec fly with the seat high or low, or a decline bench or an incline bench, the entire pectoral muscle is being worked and being contracted as one. The upper and the lower are both being worked in whatever chest exercise you perform. However, depending on the exercise that you perform, whether it's upper or lower, the different muscle heads will be under more or less activation. So for example, obviously decline work is going to be hitting more of the lower pectoral, where the upper chest will be used as a secondary muscle to complete the exercise. When doing a pec fly, I like to get a very good stretch, so I let the weight pull me back a little bit further than what's comfortable, and that just allows again for more blood flow into the muscle and a better contraction. This pec deck machines are really good because you can set the stretch point to a little bit further than what your arms actually can, and that just allows you to get a better stretch through the chest. I always get an insane pump from this exercise. A technique that I like to use when performing the pec fly, I like to drop my traps, pinch my shoulder blades back together, and excessively puff my chest up. When you excessively puff your chest up, it just allows for more chest activation, and it prevents your shoulders somewhat from taking over this exercise. But again, the shoulders, the front deltoids, are always going to be used as that secondary muscle, no matter what you do. Alright, so we're now onto the third exercise for chest, and this exercise right here is a dumbbell pullover. Now this exercise heavily works the lower chest, but it also works the upper chest as well, but the majority being the lower chest. This is one of my favorite exercises to do, and I always get such an insane pump after I do 3 or 4 sets of these. So now a lot of chest exercises, they're always pushing or flying movements, so it's very rare to hit the chest muscle from a pulling movement. Obviously pulling movements are usually, for example, exercises involving your back or biceps. However, this pulling exercise, dumbbell pullover, it does work the lats, but if you have a good muscle-mind connection and you pull with your pectoral muscles, it can heavily activate your chest. And I believe this is one of the best exercises for really building that thickness mass to your chest. This is also a great exercise for working the serratus anterior and intercostal muscles. If you don't know what the serratus anterior or intercostal muscles is, just check the top corner of the screen right now, because there's a picture there and I have that specific muscle circled. So this muscle, the serratus anterior and intercostal muscles, looks awesome when you're at a low body fat. It's basically like the gills on the side of your physique, and the dumbbell pullover is one of the best, if not the best, exercise for working that area. Now, a lot of old school bodybuilders, it's a really old school exercise, this dumbbell pullover, and a lot of old school bodybuilders believed it expanded their rib cage, giving their upper body a bigger and wider appearance, giving their chest, you know, a bigger frame for the chest to sit on, which gave the illusion of a smaller waist and really helped build and develop that V taper to the physique. Whether that's true or not, I'm not 100% sure, but the old school bodybuilders believe that.
What you waiting for? We could be so much more.
Here I am now, just doing some Snapchat. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, make sure you add me there, because I put up daily workouts, daily nutrition advice, daily Q&As with all you guys. So my Snap code is in the corner of the screen right now, or you can just add me, Joseph_Rakic. Again, I got daily content up there, so go and add me if you want more useful tips. Also, don't forget guys, if any of you need help with a personalized meal plan or workout program to build lean muscle or burn body fat, you can join my 12-week transformation program. The link is in the description box down below, so just click that. And if you're watching this on Facebook, I'll put the link in the comment section somewhere. Alright, next exercise is decline dumbbell fly. Again, using the decline bench so it can put more stress and more emphasis on the lower pectoral, because this is a lower chest workout. Again, we're pyramiding up in weight for each set, and as we pyramid up, we decrease the weights. Now, as you're probably noticing here, I'm only using a partial range of motion when I do my flies, and I always do my flies like this, just like Arnold did back in the day. Now, the reason that you should only do a partial range of motion when performing your flies is to keep the stress and keep the tension on your pectoral muscles. Because if you do a dumbbell fly where you bring the dumbbells all the way up together and you touch the dumbbells, basically the dumbbells are just resting upon your shoulders, and the chest, it gets a rest and it's not under any stress or tension, and you can basically keep the dumbbells held there together for a long time because your muscle is not under any stress or tension. However, when you're doing a partial range of motion, the muscle is constantly fighting against the weight, therefore resulting in more stress, more tension, more muscle activation, which leads to more muscle fibers ripped, which leads to more muscle growth. So this is a great technique to use when doing any form of dumbbell fly. However, if you are performing a fly on a pec deck machine or a cable machine, then yes, you can bring your hands right the way together and touch your hands, because even when your hands are touching, because it's on a pec deck machine or because it's on a cable machine, there is going to be constant tension pulling against you, which is going to be keeping the tension and the stress on your chest. The only difference is when doing a dumbbell fly, that tension and that stress gets removed, so do not use a full range of motion. Keep your reps partial. Last exercise now for chest is cable flies. Now, when I'm doing my cable flies, because we're trying to work the lower part of the chest, I am I'm bringing my hands together at the lowest range of motion. So instead of crossing my hands up towards my face, which would be working the upper chest, I'm slightly leaning over and I'm bringing my hands together around my belly button. And what that's going to be doing is going to be working the lower section of the chest. Again, if you want to work the upper chest, you want to be bringing your hands together in front of your eyes, basically right in line of your eyes, and that'll be working the upper chest. Now this exercise here, I like to focus on a good squeeze and good contraction, as that really helps with the muscle activation. Anyway guys, coming to the end of my workout now. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you learned a few tips, and I hope you can take these tips away and apply it to your own training. If anyone out there needs help with a personalized meal plan or workout program to build muscle or burn body fat, just click the link in the description box down below. Again, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, let me know what other kind of videos you want to see, and make sure you subscribe to my channel because every day there's a new video.